1, go.
Good morning, Grade High School.
Today is Monday, April 21st. I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Sam.
And this is Dom. Here's your GTV episode of Daily Bulletin.
Let's start off the week with another episode of Storytime with Bemis.
What do you want to know about, Dom? Storytime?
Okay, some story time. Well, I grew up in Kalispell, and it was way back in the day. And it must have been probably summer between junior year. I just finished my sophomore year. Some friends and I were hanging out one summer night, probably six, 8 of us. And we couldn't figure out what to do, so it was getting dark, probably 10:30 or so. We decided to go to the ferry steps. Now, you've probably heard of the ferry steps if you live in Kalispell, but we'd heard of them. We'd never been there, so we're like, let's go. We went to Conrad Complex, the softball fields, parked there, scampered up the hill, went to the back of the cemetery, and then you go past the Conrad Mausoleum there and then down the ferry steps. And it's kind of scary. I mean, it's scary because, you're in a cemetery, it's dark, it's late at night, and, we're all 15, 16-year-old tough guys, so we thought we were, pretty cool. And you go down to the river and you come back up, and we're kind of on edge with every little noise because, maybe there's ghosts in the cemetery, maybe not, I don't know. It's kind of a creepy experience, and you're talking about that kind of stuff. And we're walking through the cemetery to go back to the car. We were all in one car, and boop, the lights come on. Cop in the cemetery. And he just gets on his microphone, he shouts, shines a spotlight, so we just scatter. We didn't realize that walking through the cemetery at night was trespassing, but that's what we were doing. So we scatter, we just run. All of us run different ways. We go, this way, that way, whatever. And nobody got caught. The cops, I think, were just trying to scare us, but because they just kind of drove around in circles and then went out and left. Well, anyway, 20 minutes, half an hour later, we all start showing up at the car, and everybody's back but our one friend. Our one friend didn't make it back. And we waited, and finally we waited like 20, 30 minutes. He never showed up. We just figured, he lived deep in the heart of Evergreen, so we just figured, he just took off and walked back home, ran back home, so we just left. So the next day we call him, find out, hey man, did you make it home last night? What happened? What happened was, when they prepare a grave site for burial, a lot of the times they'll dig a hole the day before, covered up with a green carpet. As we all took off running, our friend was running to the cemetery, stepped on the green carpet covering the hole, fell into the hole, in the cemetery, in a freshly dug grave. And it was pretty deep. He said it was like 8 feet deep. It was way over his head, and he just couldn't climb out of it. And so the next morning, when the cemetery caretakers got there to prep the rest of the grave and get ready for the burial, here he is in the bottom of this hole, and they lifted him out, scolded him. He didn't get in too much trouble, but they just chewed him out, and they kind of laughed it off. And we all laughed it off after the fact, but it probably wasn't very much fun for him. But still remember that story: ferry steps and our friends spending the night in a freshly dug grave. Kalispell in the 80s was a lot more fun than it is now.
Attention GHS students, would you like to sing in the next episode of Glacier Sings? If so, please click on this QR code to sign up.
Here's what you need to know. Attention all book lovers. The GHS Library is hosting a Scholastic Buy One Get One Free book fair happening from April 21st to the 25th. BOGO fairs like this don't come around often, so be sure to stop by for great details on summer reading materials. The library is open every day at 7:45 a.m. with extended hours on Tuesday and Thursday evenings. Don't miss your chance to stock on books for the summer. See you at the GHS Library for the Scholastic Buy One Get One Free book fair. Happy reading!
FECC fall registration is on Thursday, April 24th. GHS seniors planning to attend FECC, stop by the main conference room all day Thursday, April 24th to check your admission status, financial aid, and register for classes. Sign up using the QR code in the Career Center or email runningstar@fecc.edu.
Pepsi Scholarship for Seniors. Attending college next year and planning to compete in a school-sponsor activity, stop by the Career Center to apply for the Pepsi Scholarship. Must have at least a 3.0 GPA. Deadline is today, April 21st.
April is National Library Month. Enter the 18th Annual Bookmark Design Contest. This year's theme, Drawn to the Library, winner gets prizes and their design printed for the whole school. Deadline April 30th. More info in the library.
Seniors, do you think you qualify for a distinction cord at graduation? Check in with your teachers or the JHS website, student/parent handbook, or graduation info. Forms due April 30th.
Senior slideshow photos are needed. Submit pics of you and your friends, past or present, for the senior slideshow. Email photos to ghsyearbook at sd5.k12.nt.us.
Applications for the Theater Fine Arts Distinction and Founders degree are outside E106. Due April 29th. Questions? See Ms. Fritz.
Host an international student, fall 2025. Want to make a global friend? Host a student from Germany, Spain, France, Japan, or beyond? No language experience is needed. Contact Profe Gardner and B200 for more info.
Thanks for watching. Remember to respect yourself, respect others, and respect the building. Know better, do better, be better.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.